No hay nada más lindo que las amistades que duran una vida entera. Poder pasar tiempo con gente a la que conoces desde pequeños, rememorar historias de la juventud y sentir que esas son las personas en las que uno más puede confiar. Lamentablemente, en los casos de los que te hablaré hoy, esa confianza se va perturbando al punto de acabar con la vida de las personas. Lo peor, que esas vidas fueran arrebatadas por la persona en la que confiaron. Esta es la historia de Josh Brickman, un hombre que decidió acabar con la vida de 5 personas que confiaban ciegamente en él. Susan Taylor era de Parma Heights, en Ohio. Se graduó de la secundaria en el año de 1990 y asistió al colegio Hiram, donde se especializó en psicología, sociología y ciencias políticas. Trabajó en la industria inmobiliaria desde el año 2012 hasta su último día de vida. Vivía en su casa de North Royalton, Ohio, con sus 2 hijas, Kaylee Pfeiffer de 18 años y Taylor Pfeiffer de 21. La mayor de las 2 jugaba softball y tenía un trabajo de medio tiempo mientras estaba estudiando. Quería obtener un título en diseño de moda y mercadería. Kaylee, por su lado, estaba preparándose para ingresar al primer año de la universidad en el año 2017. Le gustaba hacer teatro y estudiaba biología.
De quienes todavía no pudimos hablar son los John. De ellos veremos la historia más adelante, pero los podemos conocer ahora.
Royal Jean John nació en el año de 1945. Era un graduado de East Canton y veterano de la guerra de Vietnam. El hombre tenía su propia empresa de distribución de libretas telefónicas y publicaciones en general. Se casó con Roberta Bobby John, nacida en 1952, y quien ya estaba retirada de su trabajo como directora de servicios especiales en la escuela del distrito. El matrimonio era activo en la iglesia metodista del Monte Tabor y en la sociedad histórica de Osnaburg. Vivían en una casita de Lake Township en Ohio. Los cuerpos de las mujeres fueron descubiertos por el novio de Taylor, la hija mayor de Susan.
And when I walked in, I heard the dog barking from Suza's closed bedroom door, which was never latched shut. She would always swing it closed when Scott was there when she was changing, but it was never latched shut, not one time. So the animals could get in and out, and I found that very strange. The house was silent, the lights were on. You could hear the AC running. It was kind of damp and had a musty smell. And I opened up the bedroom door, and there was a comforter covering the entire bed. But judging by the build, Kylie wearing a teal blue shirt, her arm and leg were hanging off the side of the bed. I knew that they were dead, at least one of them. The bed didn't look right. I assumed there were others there, but I couldn't bring myself to look. So all I touched was the door handle walking in, the screen door, the main door, and then her bedroom door, and then I turned right around and walked out. Didn't touch or look at anything else. I couldn't bear to do it. So the whole time I was on the phone with Scott, which was her previous ex-boyfriend.
At what point did you call him?
A pesar de ser expareja, Scott nunca perdió contacto ni con Susan ni con sus hijas, a quienes quería muchísimo. Toda la situación lo había preocupado por demás y había decidido también acercarse al lugar para entender qué estaba sucediendo con quienes consideraba parte de su familia. Él había estado en la casa antes de la llegada del novio de Taylor, pero notó que la casa estaba cerrada y no le dio demasiada importancia.
So when you went up and you knocked and you approached, so the dog doesn't come, is there anything else that you see or observe?
Just the fact that George's van is there, the door is shut, the door is locked. So her and George had been fighting.
Scott procede a mostrarle a los detectives la forma en la que estaba posicionada la camioneta de George, quien hasta este momento no es sospechoso, pero comienzan a considerarlo de una persona de interés.
Tell me about George.
All right, so George is a friend of hers, apparently from childhood. I met him. He lived in his van, or like he still does live in his van. And she said that he always had a crush on her. So she said that he would constantly ask her, "How do I get a girl like you?" So there was that kind of context. So then I start coming around, and it's the December time frame, and she's like, I'm not going to let a friend freeze to death in his van on the street. So he was spending a lot of nights at her house. And when I started coming along and spending nights, he was like, no, it kind of went away. Apparently, over the past few months, that relationship has gotten worse. And she's like, he doesn't talk to me. When he does, he's a complete ass. And it got to the point where normally we went to Disney at the end of last month, and she says, normally I would ask George, and she's like, he won't do it. So as to where she wouldn't even help watch the dog.
Wow.
Then she even made the comment that, well, it's probably just as well, because if he did, he'd probably put my underwear on his head and dance around.
Jeez.
Because she was pretty convinced that he had a thing for her.
Okay.
So I never saw any moves on her.
Okay. He never talked to you about it?
Not about Susie, no.
Okay.
At the beginning, apparently, he said, yeah, you should go out with her. But then what it seemed like was when the relationship took hold so fast, he was not happy at all.
Okay.
In January, I Facebook friended him. Mm-hmm. He has a George Brinkman account. I went to Facebook friend him, and he blocked me after that and stopped using that account and went to this other account called Crimson Guard.
Okay.
Because I tried to Facebook friend him, which I thought that was completely odd. Mm-hmm. He's not afraid to threaten to beat someone.
Did he ever threaten you?
He's not threatened me. He's threatened Dale, but
okay.
Dale may have needed a beating at the time. But he.
What about Susie?
He's never threatened Susie, and that I've seen.
Okay.
And I don't think she'd take it. So I don't think I haven't seen that, but I don't think he's all there. I just don't think his action. He's seems like he's prone to violence. I haven't seen him physically do it, but I've had him in the house where he's like, I'm gonna go outside and beat your ass, and that type of threat.
What's his background?
Hold him back. They grew up together. I understand that he dropped out of high school his senior year to go to the military, and
Go a branch? What he did?
I think it was the Army, is what somebody said. But
okay. You don't know for
that's not firsthand knowledge, and
okay.
I believe I got that knowledge after this case started.
Okay.
Con esta información, los detectives activan la búsqueda de Josh Brinkman. Como primera instancia, lo citan telefónicamente y el hombre promete acercarse voluntariamente para un interrogatorio. Pero, al no presentarse, los investigadores deciden rastrear la zona donde se encuentra y llevarlo en calidad de detenido. Ahora, era cuestión de conocer su versión de los hechos en este caso. Pero antes, deberíamos conocer qué une al asesino con sus víctimas. De la vida personal de Josh Brinkman no se sabe demasiado, pero es de público conocimiento que conocía muy bien a sus víctimas. Conocía a Susan Taylor desde la escuela secundaria y habían sido buenos amigos desde ese entonces. Josh iba a visitarla seguido y Susan le daba trabajos esporádicos en su casa y le permitía dormir en un sillón durante el tiempo que éste estuvo viviendo en la calle. Las hijas de Susan lo consideraban un segundo padre. Con el matrimonio, John mantuvieron una amistad de 10 años. Habían sido pareja de una de sus hijas y habían convivido por muchos años. Incluso había sido empleado de Jean repartiendo guías telefónicas de su empresa. Antes de estos asesinatos, el hombre había estado cuidando la casa del matrimonio a su perro de 17 años, mientras ellos, junto a uno de sus hijos, se fueron de vacaciones a Carolina del Norte. En la sala de interrogaciones, Josh continúa charlando con los investigadores, quienes les cuenta que efectivamente hizo el servicio militar cuando comenzó a tener dificultades económicas. También tuvo un paso por la cárcel, principalmente por entregar cheques sin fondos. Así, eventualmente perdió su casa y tuvo que comenzar a vivir en su camioneta.
En esta parte del interrogatorio conoceremos un poco la relación que lo unía a Susan y sus hijas. Algo que llama la atención es la forma en la que cuenta algunas historias que involucran a las jóvenes.
What brought you here today? I'm trying to make that connection. So there was an issue with the police last night.
And
What is that related to? Hey, what's that related to?
like I said, I thought I was supposed to talk to a detective, Vicky. My friend Sue and her two daughters, I guess were killed this weekend. And I know I saw Sue Saturday, and I saw the girls as I was pulling out of the driveway, and I guess I'm the last one to see them. And I guess her boyfriend found them. Taylor's the oldest daughter. Me and Taylor had this bond. It was ridiculous. I've known Sue since graduate grade school. And I was there when Taylor was first born. We lost contact over the years. And just recently got back in contact about 2 years ago. And me and Taylor hit it right off. I mean, it's like we never lost that bond she had when she was born. And then we were sitting there watching Jurassic Park. And I don't know if you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Where the little chimney's on the fence and you're yelling for him to jump, 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 jump.
Yeah.
And he gets blown off into the Dino Man. Well, she called me the Dino Man. Her name was Timmy from then on.
That's fun.
No.
What?
Because I should have been there first.
En este punto, Joyce se quiebra y comienza a llorar, incluso haciendo amague de descargar su frustración ante el hecho, golpeando su mano vendada contra el escritorio de los despachantes. Su sensación de dolor se transmite bastante bien hacia la cámara, ya que no se pueden ver sus lágrimas, pero los investigadores no se ven movidos en lo absoluto. Claramente, ellos tienen información y Joyce todavía no lo sabe.
You said something interesting to me. You said that you think you might be the last person to see them alive.
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
Well, I know when Sue and I were talking, I was having issues with staying around the area. I'd asked her if her and I could just talk because I didn't want Taylor to get upset that I was leaving. And she wouldn't. Yeah, I was tired. This happened because of work Friday.
Okay.
I got angry, I got upset. The project is not going like it should. And instead of hitting what I thought was a fake wall, was a real wall. Made of cement.
Okay.
Yeah. The real wall wins every time.
Yeah.
I found that out.
What was so stressful that made you want to hit the wall? Fake or real, but
the project's not going as fast. They really screwed us with the projects this year because we're supposed to start 2 in April and these 2 in May. They put them all 4 together.
In which month?
In May.
Okay.
So we had to find 2 other people to run the other 2 warehouses while Jason and I ran the main ones.
Josh se mantuvo hablando de este caso como si nada durante unos minutos más, alejándose por completo del tema que tenía que tratar con énfasis, y los investigadores tampoco lo detienen.
I soaked it. When I saw Sue Saturday, she gave me an ace bandage she had and said, you better wrap it and get it taken care of, and you know how she is. And I'm like, yes, okay. What are you doing later? Just to get her off track of it.
With Sue, so when did you learn that they were the victim of this tragedy?
When I was coming home from North Canton Sunday night.
Okay.
I think it was, I want to say it was around 8 when Taylor's boyfriend called me. I mean, I texted her during the day because when they go to softball, they have softball on Sundays. When they go to softball, they don't answer the phone.
Okay.
And
What time period is that?
I had my phone, I'd have it.
Okay.
Sometime afternoon. That's all. I don't know what time their games are scheduled. But I just said, hey, thanks for keeping my head straight yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were softball or not. I can't remember. Give me a text or a message later and we'll talk some more.
Okay.
And when I didn't hear from her, I didn't think nothing of it because sometimes we'll go a day or two or 4 or 5 without talking. And then I get the phone call from Dale and I'm like, no, you're joking, right? And he said no.
Lo importante en este momento es que avancemos en la historia y conozcamos cómo fue la muerte de las 3 mujeres según lo arrojado en la investigación policial.
El 10 de junio del año 2017, Josh mantuvo a Susan y a sus hijas como rehenes en su propia casa. Brickman había atado a las mujeres por sus muñecas y sus tobillos y acabó con sus vidas una por una, iniciando por quien fuera su amiga de casi toda la vida. Al terminar con las 3, las llevó a la habitación de Taylor y las cubrió con mantas. Su siguiente paso era huir a la casa de los John en el condado de Stark. Ahí acabaría con 2 vidas más, pero por el momento me reservo esta parte de la historia. Vamos por partes. En la sala de interrogatorios, el detective está por sacar imágenes de la escena del crimen y mostrarlas ante Josh por primera vez, esperando algún tipo de reacción. Lo que nos muestra el acusado en este momento es quizás lo más esperable de una persona que no tenga participación en un suceso como este, pero ¿qué tan creíble resulta para los oficiales?
You were very close to them. Can you help us by kind of running through that day on Saturday? Just what you remember?
It's hard. It's hard to say.
Just run through.
I can tell you, Andy and I do this a lot. We get it, but you can help us. I mean, that's the thing. That's what we're here for. We're trying to do that. So your help is important. That's all the time. Let me ask you this: Did you shoot still on Friday? No. So Saturday you can start that.
Did you do that? Do you remember, was that done by text message or did you call her? How did that?
Text message, we never really talked.
Did you have anything to do with any of this? What happened to them?
We're gonna.
I had to ask that to anybody.
And I know you're.
I can tell that's.
No.
And can you help us work through? Can you help us work through kind of? Rest of it.
I'm just.
You understand I gotta ask that question, right?
Podemos notar en la grabación que los investigadores están haciendo todo lo posible para que George no tenga un ataque de ira, pero el interrogatorio debe continuar y para esto le piden al hombre que haga una recolección de hechos del último día que vio a las mujeres.
En palabras de Brickman, su día comenzó a las 7 de la mañana con una bebida energetizante y un cigarro antes de irse a trabajar. Por la mañana se contactó con Susan para verla y después del mediodía se acercó a su casa para hablar con ella. Algo que llamó la atención de los investigadores es la forma en la que habló de Susan y su vida privada.
She tells me about her and her boyfriend Scat broke up. And then she started telling me about some guy that she was gonna hook up for dinner, and at that point I just zoned out because here she just broke up with Scat. She already talking about dinner with another guy, and it hasn't even been a week yet.
That's kind of typical with her. Like
she would do that. I mean, I don't.
What's your relationship with her? Were you guys ever romantic, or are you just like
always
very
been
close friends?
Always only been friends.
Okay.
And we knew, even back in high school, it would never work anything other than friends.
Josh expresó que Sue era muy buena madre, pero algo que tenía en contra de su personalidad era que consideraba que iba detrás de los hombres por su dinero y que a él no le gustaba que le contara esto. Aparentemente, esto sumaría a la teoría de que Brinkman estaba enamorada de su amiga, cuando ella no le correspondía a sus sentimientos. Los investigadores le dejaron en claro a Brinkman que es uno de los sospechosos en la muerte de su amiga y sus hijas.
Mientras este interrogatorio continuaba, en la misma zona se estaba investigando un doble homicidio, en este caso el del matrimonio de los Jones. Podría haber sido una coincidencia, pero los cuerpos del matrimonio fueron encontrados de la misma forma que los de Susan y sus hijas, tapados en una cama.
Esto no hacía otra cosa que desatar alarmas y unir cabos sueltos en la investigación. Todo conectaba a la misma persona. Por esto, un nuevo investigador se suma al interrogatorio con este caso.
I'm Deputy Kennedy from Stark County Sheriff's Office, okay? And I know that you've been talking to these guys about some stuff, but you'll have to forgive me because I don't know what this whole conversation has been, all right? What I'm here to talk to you about is the Johns, okay? You work for who? Who do you work for?
Jason John.
Jason, that's the son?
Son.
Okay. Dad just retired.
Yeah.
Right? How long have you known those guys? If you had to guess. I'm not going to hold you to exact time, so don't stress about that or anything.
10 years?
About 10 years.
12 years?
And I mean, they obviously trust you because you house set a bunch of times when they go on vacation.
Yeah.
Right? You've done that a bunch, right? For them, house set.
Yeah.
And Jason actually said you're a hard worker. He actually said you're one of his best workers. He says that. I talked to him. He said you're a phenomenal worker. So you were house setting for them this past week, correct?
Durante otros 30 minutos se da un interrogatorio sobre el conocimiento que tiene Brinkman sobre los Jones, hasta que el hombre decide preguntar qué tiene que ver el matrimonio con la muerte de su amiga.
So the reason that Stark County's here is because, and correct me if I'm wrong, these guys have told you, and in essence, I believe, you're probably the last person that saw these three girls alive. Would you agree with that? Yeah. Okay. Well, the coincidence that comes into play with Stark County is you were probably the last person that saw Gene and Bobby alive.
What?
You would agree with me that with that being done, there are a lot of those sticky notes that need answered, right? You would agree with that. Right? You would agree with me on that. And that's why we're here. That's why we're here, George, is we have to clear up these things. And you've been extremely cooperative with these guys today. We appreciate it because you're helping us clear up and you're actually helping us answer a lot of these questions. All right? Those tears and everything, you love those people. You do. You love them. You don't react like that if you don't care about somebody. There's not a doubt in my mind that you don't care for all three of these girls and that you don't care for those people. Not a doubt in my mind. Your reactions tell me that. That's a human emotion and you can't control it, or your heart feels that. Right? So what I need you to do is help me clear these questions up, George. That's what I need to do. These are all people that you care about. And I know you care about them. And at this point in time where we're at in our investigation, you're really the only person that can take these away.
Okay, so, I mean, I thought I would be accused of 3, now it's 5. And no. No!
Take a second. Think about what happened.
George, what made you think you're being accused? Can you tell me that?
Like you said, the last person to see about 3 but 5 people alive.
Okay.
You don't just have questions and send SWAT to the door. That's why I thought I was being accused of these. That's why they came bum rushing the house last night. And the fucking reporter I was talking to.
When did you talk to a reporter?
She texted me yesterday when she found out that I was friends with Sue Lacey Crisp. The 19.
Do you know that? Like, do you know her? Or?
She just wanted to get me to go on camera and talk about the good things about. And I said I won't do that until I talk. Because I was waiting on North Royalton to call.
Okay.
Because I don't know what the procedure is.
Okay. So she was texting you, asking you about this stuff?
She sent me her friend's request.
Lo que podemos notar como espectadores es que dentro del frenesí de la noticia o de las noticias que recibió el hombre, no llegó a preguntar si se había tratado de un accidente que había sucedido o cómo los hallaron. Su primera reacción fue afirmar que estaba siendo acusado.
Kind of sat outside spontaneously, and for family's sake, you're the right guy.
Yes, I did.
Tell me what happened. Like, how did this?
So you feel not, the wires. Layers of that.
Things were going fine. We were talking, and then she did. I don't know what set her off. She just started going all batshit crazy. Not swinging or anything, but she just lost her floor.
Has it happened before?
Not to this degree. I mean, she's gone from being okay, or as I used to say, 0 to bitch in less than a second, but nothing like this. I mean, I don't know if it was something I said that set her off, because all we were talking about was how I was gonna, pack up and leave, and, it would probably be better for everybody if I wasn't around, because everybody didn't have to worry or pretend to worry about me. And she just lost it.
Josh procede a contar y confirmar lo que habían descubierto los investigadores y que mencionamos previamente. También mencionó que Susan había intentado pegarle y ahí es cuando él perdió el control. Con respecto a los Jones, los investigadores deciden preguntar para poder cerrar este caso también. En este caso, también intentan descubrir si hubo un motivo coherente ante estos hechos.
Bobby started in on me because she jacked the dog had fallen and something had happened to his face. She had medicine that I was giving him at, once in the morning and once at night to help it heal. And she picked him up and she said it was worse, that I didn't do anything to take care of the dog. And then he came in and said something about, and I made a mistake and I lit a cigarette in the house. And he started going on this whole really loud attitude about smoking, because he's a reformed smoker.
Josh confirmó que estos crímenes sucedieron al día siguiente y contó la historia completa ante los oficiales. Luego de que Brickman huyera de la casa de Susan y sus hijas, se refugió en la casa de los Jones. Ahí, el 11 de junio, decidió sacar el arma perteneciente a Jean de calibre .45. El detonante se dio cuando Bobby, la mujer, acusó a Josh de no darle la medicación a su perro, que está ciego y sordo, mientras se ocupaba de cuidarlo. Esto llevó a una discusión que terminó con Jim preguntando de dónde había sacado un arma y el matón o el criminal llevando a la pareja a una de las habitaciones más alejadas de la puerta. Aparentemente, la pareja se había refugiado en dicha habitación, cerrando la puerta con llave, por lo que Brickman tuvo que dispararle a la cerradura para poder ingresar. Ahí le disparó 3 veces a Jean y golpeó a Bobby con el mango del arma, fracturándole el cráneo para luego dispararle 2 veces. Finalmente, antes de irse, sacó $40 de la billetera de Jean y $100 de un bolso de Bobby con la intención de utilizar ese dinero e irse del país.
5 años después de los crímenes, Brinkman fue llevado a juicio. Alrededor de 30 testigos se acercaron a declarar durante los 2 días de duración del juicio, incluyendo a la expareja de Susan, un médico examinador y un detective local que colaboró en la investigación.
El criminal se declaró culpable por la muerte de Jean y Bobby John y por las de Susan y sus hijas, y también por ambas recibió la pena de muerte. Los abogados defensores intentaron argumentar contra la Corte Suprema y su decisión, expresando que debería ser perdonado debido a los abusos que sufrió en su infancia y las condiciones mentales en las que se encontraba. Ante esto, la respuesta que recibieron fue que estos factores, sumados al arrepentimiento que demostraba el hombre por los 5 vidas que se llevó, no pesaban más que la brutal naturaleza del ataque. Se espera que la sentencia se cumpla el 23 de septiembre del año 2026, pero todavía hay dudas sobre si se puede cumplir, ya que el estado de Ohio tiene dificultades para cumplir con la cantidad de presos que esperan su inyección letal.
George declaró que no quería cometer esos crímenes, pero que lo hizo porque no le gusta que le griten. Intentó hacerse pasar por la víctima, pero en realidad no se trató más que de un matón, de un criminal que se llevó un recuerdo de una de sus víctimas y continuó sembrando pánico en la gente que confiaba en él. Si te gustó este video, no olvides seguirme en mis redes sociales y en especial en mi nueva página de Facebook, que te la voy a estar dejando aquí abajo en la caja de comentarios, porque en la anterior nos censuraron.